All right, clowns. I can't wait for this fucking season to be over. All of you fuckers. Anyways, to the matchups that don't matter, as we are in the middle of our first playoff round. Ben is there, and he's kicking the shit out of him. And Sam, who has lost like 5 in a row, is all of a sudden beating Jake on the back of a few burgers from last week. Um, Most notably, Aaron Jones' 31 burger and AJ Brown's 33 burger. So she jumped out to a large lead. I don't want that. I want this view. Um, Once again, things that don't really matter. Um, to the items that do matter. First, in the Sacco race. In the Brolo rematch, I have taken a commanding lead thanks to George Kittle and his bucking bull impression against the Saints last week. Whereas a lot of Aaron's mainstays shit the bed for him, including Jamal Williams, Golden Tate, and the Niners D. Matt Prater, all you Detroit boys, what happened to him last week? So I've got a bit of a cushion, but knowing my team, it's never enough. We switch over to Adam and Kat. Kat coming out, looking like she's going to come out swinging. And she falls just short as Adam got a big game from Ertz on Monday. 30 burger. So that one a lot closer than my matchup with Aaron. So that's where we stand as far as the last place Sacco sign in front of the house ness. At the top last week, we have the Dick Mixon, Lamar Jackson puncher, whatever. Lamar Jackson. He wasn't even the best player. Joe Mixon actually carried the weight. Joe Mixon carrying the weight last week. Mari Cooper, Bobby looking like he can do no wrong. Left Michael Gallup on the bench there. Putting up 141 on Nick and his established P corners. Once again, Nick made some strong plays, though. Left Cole Beasley out, which I know he was toying with. He had him in and then pulled him out. But how was he supposed to know that Odell was going to Odell? I could have told you. He's basically the new T.O., just not as good. Anyways, Tannehill, though, proved to be an interesting move. He got almost 27 points. But Nick got nothing from the tight end position. Flex was weak. But he played his best lineup. So he is in a 25, 27 point hole as we head into this week, which we are halftime of the whatever random ass Thursday night game. The Chubb, the Viagra's fading for Josh, who is now the retarded Chubb this week after a narrow 3.3 deficit after last week's go-round. Josh Allen letting him down. Got a big game for Michael Thomas, obviously. Whatever random scrub tight end he picked up because Brad had all the other ones. Good move on you, Brad. I gave you a lot of shit about that last week. That was a good move. Hoarding all those tight ends. Got him nothing. So, but leaving Darius Slayton on the bench, a random waiver wire pickup, who got 32 in the return of Eli Manning on Monday Night Football. But once again, only a 3.3 deficit here. Brad, who got big games from Deshaun, despite having bigger game from Drew Brees on his bench. So overall, this is probably going to be the bigger matchup to watch as far as who's going to come out on top in the league. Well, I shouldn't say that because Bobby's still Bob. Bob, how are you not in first place? Anyways, this will be the more compelling matchup to figure out who's going to be in the final matchup. So the King has lost some luster. He's lost a little juice, lost a little mojo. Just not feeling it tonight. That Chubb is no longer there. No longer rock hard. It is the Quan, the 7-6 backing into the playoffs, who is challenging our leader. Once again, I have results this week. Actually had somebody text me, playoffs 2 weeks. Look at the schedule. There's like 18 tabs on here you can look at. But yeah, that's where we stand. We will have our Sacco matchup after Monday's game. May have a little bit earlier depending on how some of these things play out. And of course, our championship matchup, as it looks like, well, with Lamar Jackson going tonight, Bobby's already building on his lead, as he's already thrown, one touchdown, 2 touchdowns? What are we looking at here? 1 touchdown. Anyways, Bobby's got Lamar Jackson. As long as he stays healthy and plays, he's probably going to crush Nick. But yeah. So that's your what happened last week, what's going on this week. And we'll have a much more usual programming, profanity-laced, burger-laced recap after Monday night's games.